Something wonderful, if you took the long view, was about to happen. If you took the short or medium view, something horrible was about to happen. It's like the difference between seeing a beautiful new star in the winter sky and actually being close to the supernova. It's the difference between the beauty of morning dew on a cobweb and actually being a fly. It was something that wouldn't normally have happened for thousands of years. It was about to happen now. It was about to happen. Carbon dioxide will unfreeze again. The imperative is felt by deep-sea beings who have never seen the sun, and urban humans whose only connection with the cycles of nature is that their Volvo once ran over a sheep. It's a small village high in the Ramtop Mountains where the big and simple secret is handed down across the generations. Their reality. They were in conversation without speaking. They didn't need to speak, they just changed reality so that they had spoken. "Oh, one of that sort. I hate them." One said, "You're doing it again. You said I." One said, No, I didn't. I never said I. Oh, bugger." It burst into flame and burned in the same way that a small cloud of vapour burns, quickly and with no residual mess. Almost immediately, another one appeared. It was identical in a voice that would have been even chillier if it was not already at absolute zero. "No." One said, "Sorry, just my little joke." One said, "Besides, sometimes he wonders about his job. Such speculation is dangerous." One said, "No argument there." One said, "Then we are agreed." One, who seemed to have been thinking about something, said, "Just one moment. Did you not just use the singular... Just one moment. Did you not just use the singular pronoun my? Not developing a personality, are you?" One said guiltily, "Who, us?" One said, "Where there is personality, there is discord." One said, Yes, very true." One said, "All right, but watch it in future." One said, "Then we are agreed." They looked up at the face of Azrael, outlined against the sky. In fact, it was the sky. Azrael nodded slowly. One said, "Very well. Where is this place?" One said, "It is the disk world. It rides through space on the back of a giant turtle on Hogswatch Day." Intellectually, Ridcully maintained his position for two reasons. One was that he never ever changed his mind about anything. The other was that it took him several minutes to understand any new idea put to him, and this is a very valuable trait in a leader, because anything anyone is still trying to explain to you after 2 minutes is probably important, and anything they give up after a mere minute or so is almost certainly something they shouldn't have been bothering you with in the first place. "There seem to be more dead," said the Arch-Chancellor. "They know how to carry it off. They're born to it." "You can't be born to be undead," the Senior Wrangler pointed out. The post of Senior Wrangler was an unusual one, as was the name itself. In some centres of learning, the Senior Wrangler is a leading philosopher. In others, he's merely someone who looks after horses. The Senior Wrangler at Unseen University was a philosopher who looked like a horse, thus neatly encapsulating all definitions. "I mean, it's traditional," the Arch-Chancellor snapped. "There were some very respectable vampires where I grew up. They'd been in their family for centuries." "Yes, but they drink blood," said the Senior Wrangler. "That doesn't sound very respectable to me." "I read that they don't actually need the actual blood," said the Dean, anxious to assist. "They just need something that's in blood. Hemogoblins, I think it's called." The other wizards looked at him. The Dean shrugged. "Search me," he said. "Hemogoblins, that's what it said. It's all to do with people having iron in their blood." "I'm damn sure I've got no iron goblins in my blood," said the Senior Wrangler. "At least they're better than zombies," said the Dean. "A much better class of people. Vampires don't go shuffling around the whole time. People can be turned into zombies, you know," said the lecturer in recent runes and conversational tones. "You don't even need magic, just the liver of a certain rare fish and the extract of a particular kind of root. 1 spoonful, and when you wake up, you're a zombie." "What type of fish?" said the Senior Wrangler. "How should I know?" "How should anyone know, then?" said the Senior Wrangler nastily. "Did someone wake up one morning and say, 'Hey, here's an idea, I'll just turn someone into a zombie. All I'll need is some rare fish liver and a piece of root. It's just a matter of finding the right one.'" You can see the queue outside the hut, can't you? Number 94, red striped fish liver and maniac root. Didn't work. Number 95, spiked fish liver and dum-dum root. Didn't work. Number 96... What are you talking about? The Arch-Chancellor demanded. I was simply pointing out the intrinsic unlikelihood... Shut up, said the Arch-Chancellor, matter-of-factly. Seems to me... Look, death must be going on, right? Death means everything is made up of everything else, said Ridcully. Yes, isn't it amazing? It's disgusting, is what it is, said Ridcully shortly. Anyway, but that means everything is made up and stopping it. I shouldn't think so, said the senior wrangler doubtfully. I don't think you're supposed to stop miracles of existence. But that means everything is made up of everything else, said Ridcully. Yes, isn't it amazing? It's disgusting, is what it is, said Ridcully shortly. Anyway, the point I'm making... He paused, trying to remember. You can't just... No, is who put them there. Although not common on the Discworld, there are indeed such things as anti-crimes, in accordance with the fundamental law that everything in the multiverse has an opposite. They are obviously rare. Merely giving someone something is not the opposite of robbery. To be an anti-crime, it has to be done in such a way as to cause outrage and/or humiliation to the victim. So there is breaking and decorating, proffering with embarrassment, as in most retirement presentations, and whitemailing, as in threatening to reveal to his enemies a mobster's secret donations, for example, to charity. Anti-crimes have never really caught on. Ankh-Morpork has always had a fine tradition of welcoming people of all races, colours and shapes, if they have money to spend and a return ticket. Pork. Mustrum Ridcully, Arch-Chancellor of Unseen University, was a shameless auto-condimenter. Someone who will put certainly salt and probably pepper on any meal you put in front of them, whatever it is, and regardless of how much it's got on it already, and regardless of how it tastes. Behavioural psychiatrists working for fast food outlets around the universe have saved billions of whatever the local currency is by noting the auto-condimenting phenomenon and advising their employers to leave seasoning out in the first place. This is really true. He had his own special cruet put in front of him at every meal. It consisted of salt, 3 types of pepper, 4 types of grated. There was cold mutton for lunch. Mutton went well with wow-wow sauce. On the night of going round saying, "Oh, great table without whom we are as naught." Anyway, either the gods are there, whether you believe it or not, or exist only as a function of the belief. So either way, you might as well ignore the whole business and, as it were, eat off your knees. Nevertheless, there is a small chapel off the university's great hall, because while the wizards stand right behind the philosopher, and then there were the lungs, too. Like a conjurer keeping 18 plates spinning at the same time, like a man trying to program a video recorder from an instruction manual translated from Japanese into Dutch by a Korean rice husker, like, in fact, a man finding out what total self-control really means. Windle Poons lurched onwards. Unseen University set great store by big, solid meals. A man couldn't be expected to get down to some serious wizarding, they held, without soup, fish, game, several huge plates of meat, a pie or two, something big and wobbly with cream on it, little savoury things on toast, fruit, nuts, and a brick-thick mint with the coffee. The whole. The Arch-Chancellor was the first one to recover. "Windle," he said, we thought you were dead." He had to admit that it wasn't a very good line. You didn't put people on a slab with candles and lilies all round them because you think they've got a bit of a headache and want a nice lie-down for half an hour.